Hello guys, welcome back to TFD with Cordy. Now let's swing over to Yahoo Sports because they're finally breaking down what's really happening with this lockout. And let's keep it honest. The owners are done playing games. They're not indulging the theatrics anymore, and they're not rushing to respond just to calm social media noise. Instead of negotiating seriously, a lot of energy is being burned online. Instagram posts, stunts, public pressure campaigns, all trying to win the optics battle. It's starting to look less like strategy and more like frustration. The owners haven't replied, and now the narrative is they're running out the clock. That may be true, but that's also how leverage works in labor disputes. This isn't about feelings, it's about business. The league is drawing a hard line, and posturing won't change that. Let's listen to what was said on Hoops 360 because they lay this out very clearly.
No deal in the CBA, and what's different this time around is that there is no extension. We have now reached a moratorium agreement between the WNBPA and the league. What is that?
Well, let's backtrack a little bit. Because there is no deal and because there is no deal on an extension, the league enters a status quo period. So negotiations continue in good faith. The league continues operating under the previous CBA. So if the league continues operating under the previous CBA, what happens is beginning on Sunday, teams were allowed to send out qualifying offers to their free agents. They were allowed to designate their core players, et cetera, to begin the free agency process. Obviously, that's kind of a little bit useless if there's going to be a new CBA with higher salaries and et cetera. Players are going to decline all of those things. It's kind of just useless paperwork. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So enter a moratorium, a deal that says free agency will be put on pause. They will not send out those qualifying offers for players to respond to. That part of league operations just kind of does not happen at the moment. Everything else, though, continues. So players can still contact teams and coaches. They can have that open line of communication. They can work out in team facilities. Everything operates as normal while they try and figure out a new CBA. This actually just recently happened in minor league hockey. Their CBA expired in June with the AHL and the ECHL. They actually continued to play games up until December under that previous CBA while they continued negotiations. A little bit different. There are players who play under a contract that allows them to make back pay for the difference in pay. The AHL did have a strike. They had a short work stoppage. That is all cleared up. But continuing negotiations in a status quo period is not abnormal per se.
Listen, man, at the end of the day, the owners are going to do whatever they believe is necessary to get this league back on track. They're done playing games, and they're done reacting to noise. This is business now. Lexi Brown said it plainly. She wants her money, she wants to sign the deal, and she wants to play. She wants a 2026 WNBA season, period. Her words were clear. We need to sign that deal. That tells you everything you need to know. Meanwhile, the WNBPA is moving in a completely different direction. They're doing their own thing. They've gone rogue, no question about it. This situation is getting messy fast. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Now, I'm telling y'all, every single day, this situation looks more and more cooked, man. It really feels like it's already over. The WNBA is still crashing out, and we all saw it with that letter they sent, calling out the league, claiming the owners are letting the clock run out and playing games. That was strike one. Then you look at what's happening now. They're still taking shots at the league on Instagram. Public posts, slick comments, emotional appeals. How ghetto is that? Seriously, what are y'all doing? This is supposed to be a business negotiation, not a social media beef. And now there's a petition floating around too? Come on, man. This is getting ridiculous. We've got to talk about Sophie Cunningham as well, because there's some bad news coming out regarding the CBA. Real bad news. this point, we might not even get a season. That's not exaggeration. That's where this is heading. The owners haven't even responded. Not a word. No engagement, no counter, nothing. That tells you everything. This is wild work, and we need to break all of it down, piece by piece.
And the second picture is like an engagement picture, and I was like, oh my God, engaged. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Me and Sydney Colson were the only ones there this past week because
everyone's doing Unrivaled.
That and like our CBA is so dumb right now that like it's heading toward the lockout. So
no progress.
No.
Like just nothing.
Honestly, nothing. We get like weekly emails from the PA side of things, and it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb. Okay, but I will be up there next week for some stuff, and so I think.
Yeah,
I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hang out. We need to do like more than just our little pod.
Y'all heard it straight from Sophie herself. Sophie Cunningham said it loud and clear. Our CBA is so dumb, we're headed toward a lockout. That's it. It's over, bro. It's a wrap. When a player like Sophie comes out and confirms this, that's not speculation anymore. That's reality. Sophie Cunningham just confirmed we are headed for a lockout, and people still want to act surprised. The owners are not budging, and I've been telling y'all this. These owners are billionaires. Billionaires with egos, yes, but more importantly, billionaires with businesses to run. They are not kneeling to player demands that put them deep in the red. They already said it themselves. If they agreed to everything the players are asking for, they would be looking at roughly $700 million loss. They are not in the business of losing that kind of money, period. And all this stuff being done to win public perception, the Instagram shots, the posts, the campaigns, that's only making the owners dig their heels in deeper. They are not going to let it look like they caved. They are not going to allow that narrative. That's just not happening. Here's the part people keep ignoring. It's way more players who need jobs than people want to admit. There are a lot of middle-of-the-pack players who could seriously benefit from the new money the league is already offering. Everybody is not signed with Project B. Everybody is not signed with Unrivaled. A lot of WNBA players still need those league paychecks. Veterans are not going to be cool sitting out when they could be making $500,000 on a veteran minimum. Rookies are definitely not going to be okay collecting $0 when they could be making over $200,000 on a rookie deal. That math is simple. Right now, this is turning into people playing games with their own livelihoods. Sophie Cunningham confirming a lockout should be a wake-up call. This is serious. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.